Hello, this is Josh from Watch All About and welcome to another watch review. Now, Rotary has been going a fair amount of time as they've just recently celebrated their 125th anniversary. Recently, they've blown us away with the staggering Super 7, a superb affordable diver with excellent specs. Now here's another new release from the British brand. It's called the Regent. It's a Gerald Genta inspired piece with definite Patek Philippe and Audemars Piguet vibes. Available in either skeleton or solid dial variants, as well as the option for a leather strap or a bracelet, promises a decent mechanical watch to the masses thanks to Rotary's impressive high street exposure. Now, are the masses getting a decent watch for their money, or are they being duped out of £329? Let's find out. Coming in at 40mm in diameter, it is a very lovely size on my approximately 7-inch wrist, and the height of 11.8mm is thinner than I was expecting too. It will certainly easily fit under a shirt cuff. Those Gerald Genta vibes are strong from the octagon shape case, as well as the flat, vertically brushed bezel. There's a lot of polished accents on this watch. I think it will probably start picking up hairline scratches very quickly. The sides of the case have a lovely mirror-like finish to them, but I'm pretty certain they will get beat up pretty sharpish. The central link in the bracelet, pretty sure that will be the same. However, it sure does make it look rather flashy and enjoyable to view. The plain push-pull crown is a little bit disappointing. It's screaming out for a logo or something etched or embossed on the end, rather than the very plain brushed finish with nothing going on. It does have a good grip though, with a rather nice rounded profile to the grip. The bracelet is delightfully unusual, featuring a polished trapezoid central link, interlinking the brushed main links with polished sides. The links naturally curve in a wrist shape, so there's not too much leeway in how it wears around your wrist, but thankfully it does seem to be just the right fit for me in particular. The concealed butterfly clasp is comfortable on the underside of the wrist too, and the overflapping Regent notch has a Regent accurately engraved. Rotary doesn't specify the movement if you look on the website, but thankfully the model number 8N24 is printed on the rotor, so that's pretty handy. Specs include a 42-hour power reserve, a low beat rate of 21.6 thousand beats per hour, so that's 6 ticks per second, 21 joules, and you get hand winding and automatic winding capabilities. It looks the part and is a step above the real cheap and cheerful mechanical skeleton watches available for, like under 50 quid. Finishing appears to be good, and there doesn't seem to be any kind of muck or dirt around inside the movement. It doesn't seem to have been regulated though, as it's coming in at a pretty wild plus 15.2 seconds a day. The dial is eye-catching, but can be problematic to read at a glance. For me personally, that's not really a problem at all, but I do know that can be of utmost importance for many. I do really enjoy the depth that's provided by the applied frame sitting on top of the movement, which supports the deep hour markers and makes the watch more readable than if it was solely skeletonized. The frame has made a feature out of the exposed balance wheel at 7, with a bordered disc surrounding it, which really draws the eye to it. The pitched hour and minute hands are thick and bold, with a slight Dauphine shape to them, but are more sporty than dressy. The finishing is spotless, and the pitched aspect ensures they reflect the light in a way that stands out against the busy backdrop. The lume is fairly average, but you wouldn't expect world-beating, world-class lume on a dress watch either. So what are my final comments then on the Rotary Regent? Well, all in all, it's quite a tempting proposition. Sure, there are cheaper skeleton watches, no doubt about it, but it's always a case of you get what you pay for with skeleton watches. You could easily pay £50, for like a half-decent Submariner homage, for instance. But as soon as you go down the skeleton route, those cheap and cheerful watches just don't cut the mustard. You can tell when a skeleton watch is cheap. It just doesn't look good at all. With the Rotary Regent, however, what you're getting is a very well built watch with a solid, dependable and nicely finished movement. It does look the part, and the various finishes on the bezel, the case and the bracelet give it quite a flashy edge that will appeal to many, and it makes it look rather expensive. So that was it. That was the Rotary Regent. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, drop a comment on what you think about this watch, and if there's any better alternatives that you'd like to suggest. Thank you again, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.